It's hard to decide where to start because the scale of the crisis, the poly crisis we're talking about, is so immense and so poly that it's a little bit overwhelming, and it's difficult actually to deal with. I think many of us might be familiar with the sense of eco grief and a climate anxiety and stuff like that. So definitely don't want to necessarily like pile that on and contribute that. But I think it's important to look him in the eye, see the contours of this monster that we're seeking an alternative future to. I mean, again, I think most of us are pretty familiar with the beast that we're confronting, but yeah, just a few things to sort of round that out, and then we won't spend too much time.
Oh. No, io sono Antonello. Hello.
Yeah, to clean it. Go back to your work.
More and more sectors of the economy are being controlled by fewer and fewer corporations. So the size of the corporation is increasing, and the segment of the economy that they control is increasing, meaning that the ownership and the power and the wealth is also increasing in fewer and fewer corporate hands. So like, just take seeds, for example. 6 corporations control like 60 or 70% of global commercial seed sales, right? So those are some of the companies who are more and more controlling every bite of food that most people who eat processed commercial food are consuming. That's connected to the wealth inequality that we're really worried about as well. Within every country, inequality is growing. So you have like super rich classes growing up in every country, be it India or the US, the UK, wherever. And between countries, inequality is worsening.
If you think of these as different realms of the mess that we are in, we obviously have an ecological mess. We also have a cultural slash psychological well-being, spiritual kind of mess. We have an economic mess. We have a social, political, societal organization kind of mess. What kind of elements do you remember, and where would you put them?
What?
War, yeah. Yeah.
Disconnection regarding globalization.
Disconnection between what and what?
Human and the nature. Religious extremism or extremism.
We're already starting to see the polyness of the crisis. Connie?
Lack of communities.
I can also put water crisis in ecology.
And habitat loss.
Yeah, very interesting. One thing that came to mind for me when I was thinking about the ecological crisis is that you have these tipping points. So, for me it feels like the dance is like it's tipping and then it's growing and it's kind of, it's growing exponentially, so that is its dance. Yeah, it has a movement, it has a direction, it has a dynamic. Make sense?
And we thought of two-shaped monsters. So the first aspect of the monster is a very kind of seductive and enchanting beast that will make you think that you need it and that it is indispensable, and spreading like very encouraging messages. And then when you turn the paper, you see that all the green is not so bright as it is here. So the monster is just this ugly, vicious one.
Dance with the breeze. Nice music. Make my own cheese. These monsters of greed. Got nothing on me. We'll find a pathway out of here. A new Silk Road. And we'll find provisions there and bring them everywhere. So new Silk Road is a green Silk Spectacular! Spectacular!